Hey guys, I'm Review with Dan.
I'm Otaku Kent, and welcome to Random Talks, our podcast-like series. How are you, Dan?
A little tired, a little sore.
A little, me too. First, welcome 5 new subscribers.
Yeah, seriously, within the past 3 days, 2 days?
2 days.
2 days, we got an increase of 5 subscribers, which is pretty much a gigantic shock.
Yeah, for us. So now we're at, 144?
142, I believe. We're at 138, 9, 10, 12, 143.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
I'm not either. Welcome.
I hope you all enjoy what you hear. It's usually just us babbling about
Nerd stuff.
Yeah.
This is our podcast-like series, Random Talks, if I didn't say that already. So tell me this, though. Out of everything that you've seen this week, what's been the most shocking?
I would kind of have to guess one of the things on the list here. The first thing on the list, actually.
Yeah. Mine would definitely have to be something out of the last one.
That too.
Yeah.
A little bit of that too. But let's go ahead and get on with the news.
All right.
So first thing up here. First thing on the list. Mortal Kombat! Ow. You actually hit me.
I didn't hit you.
You did. You actually hit right here.
It wasn't hard.
A damn knuckle went out right there. Here, let me return the favor.
Okay.
I had fat. I don't got fat in the cheek. Damn chipmunk. But yes, a new Mortal Kombat movie is coming out. And, well, let's just say this first. We had a Mortal Kombat movie back in the 90s.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, because, I mean, overall, it wasn't god-awful, but it was still bad. Acting was weird. Recasted the second movie almost everybody. Killed off Johnny Cage immediately in the second movie.
Yep.
The CGI was not bad for its time.
It was the 90s, so it was pretty bad.
That's true. It is very true. I mean, Goro looked cool.
Yeah.
Still.
Do you know why he looked cool? He was half animatronic.
I guess it's true. But the new movie does introduce Goro as well. That one looks a hell of a lot better. We see Sub-Zero. We even see Melina.
Yeah, Sub-Zero is my favorite character. He's always has been.
I always liked Scorpion because he was always a tortured soul. And in the newer games, like, he's coming to sense about who he is with his honor and everything. Like, he's still not a hero. He's an anti-hero.
Yeah.
He does what he does because it benefits him more often than not, and only for vengeance.
Yeah, that's true.
But the acting looked pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie. After seeing the trailer, I'm excited to see what happens. Mainly because we haven't. I mean, excluding Sonic the Hedgehog, we haven't had a really good
Live-action video game movie.
for adults.
For adults, yeah. Pokemon Detective Pikachu wasn't that bad, but that was still for kids.
Yeah, that was.
But it still did have some adult humor to it.
Oh yeah, the Mr. Mime. Yes, yes, the Mr. Mime.
He's saying you can shove it. What? That's it. No, I'm bad cop now.
Oh man.
But I cannot wait for it. It's going to be coming out this year in April.
Yeah. So we got 2 movies coming out in April that I'm looking forward to.
Is the other one Godzilla vs. King Kong?
Yes.
Same here. Tom and Jerry's coming out soon as well. And I'm just...
Don't get me wrong. I love Tom and Jerry. I love the old cartoons.
Yeah.
All these... Scooby-Doo meets so-and-so. Tom and Jerry's Wizard of Oz. No.
The movies, yeah. I mean, when Scooby-Doo met somebody in the old cartoon...
The only exception was when they met John Cena. And that was because of the memes that came out of it.
True. But the old Scooby-Doo movies... Today, Scooby-Doo meets Abbott and Costello. Oh, that made sense. It was kind of funny. Scooby-Doo meets the Ant Family.
They were more, those were more like the, they're trying to be more like the old Scooby-Doo, what they call the old Scooby-Doo movies. The new Scooby-Doo movies at the time.
Yeah, and now they have one called Scooby-Doo Guess Who, which works just like the old one.
Yeah,
which I like.
Which I mean, is it still? Can you still technically call it the new Scooby-Doo movies, even though they're old? But anyway, back to the topic.
Maybe the true Scooby-Doo.
The true Scooby-Doo. All these movies are trying to be like the new Scooby-Doo movies, where they have the guest stars and all. Don Knotts, Batman and Robin. You know.
Yeah,
you
they're
can't,
just trying to go off with the actors in the movie.
No, they're not working.
Well, I just hope
I understand
like,
it's not for our demographic anymore, but no, you're not going to have us spend money on it.
Well, I just hope they're not doing the whole cartoon comes to the real world thing. I don't think so. I don't like that concept that well because
they kind of had that concept in reverse in the Cyber Chase one.
Yeah, but I'm just like, don't do that because for certain things it'll work. But here's the problem. It's always in New York. It's like New York is a pinnacle of magic somehow. It's really weird.
It's on a ley line.
Because I think the movie that started at was Enchanted, with a princess who...
Which we're getting a sequel of that movie.
Yeah, which is kind of weird, but... But, you know, it wasn't like, a certain character comes to this... No, it was an animated princess who came to the real world.
The generic animated princess,
yeah.
yeah.
You could add anyone there. But, you know, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a new concept. All of a sudden, Smurfs in New York. Huh?
At least the second Smurfs movie stayed in their world.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
Well, actually, no. They went to Paris.
Oh, no, so it was the third one.
The third one was all animated.
Okay, yeah. That's the third one is what I was thinking.
And even then, I don't think it was the same continuity.
It's still a Smurfs movie.
Yeah, but I don't think it was the same Smurfs that went to the, you know. But anyway.
It does not matter if it's canon or not. They're still within the Smurfs movies.
But, yeah. Overall, Mortal Kombat, looking forward to it. Next up on the list, Cruella.
Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil.
So,
if she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. Unless the ratings are really bad on this film. Cruella de Vil. Bad film.
So what it looks like is they're doing the same thing here they did for Maleficent. However, they're keeping true to the character mostly.
Yeah,
where
they're not
Maleficent
adding
was,
on.
Yeah.
They're not really adding on to
Yeah,
it.
with Maleficent, it was, what if she wasn't really evil? You know, people just presumed her to be because of the way she looked. Okay, understandable with that, but you don't want to mess with the story too much.
With Maleficent, they had less to work with. Maleficent in the old Sleeping Beauty movies
was just evil.
She put a curse. She turned into a dragon. She's slain. That was it. It was a very old school generic Disney film.
Yeah. Which is why she's so different in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. So then you get Cruella de Vil. She's in majority of the movie. She actually takes the dogs. She actually is chasing after them. Like, you don't just see them.
You see the madness of her, too.
Yeah, you don't just see her in the beginning and the end. No. She's throughout the entire film, which is why I think this one's going to do so well, because they have more to work on. Plus, it takes place in our world. In our reality. Yeah, in our reality. In actual Paris.
Yeah, so no magic, no bullcrap, stuff like that.
Exactly.
It's real person, real stuff like that.
Yeah, so they can, it's something that people already know, so it can work. I feel like the clay of this movie is easily moldable.
The base of it is nice and firm, and it can just build up easily from it.
Exactly. I'm excited for this film after seeing the trailer, although I really want to know what that dress that she lit on fire was made of. She just go whoosh, and I'm just like, how did the rest of you not catch on fire?
I soaked the kerosene!
We all know that was a stunt double or CGI.
Most likely CGI.
Yeah.
Stunt doubles cost too much now.
No, they don't.
Okay, next up and kind of last on the list, because there's many intervals this one, Nintendo Direct.
We're bringing it subsequently directly to you.
Okay, so there are a few things on there that caught my attention. You know, Fall Guys, stuff like that. Okay. I never play Fall Guys. Nonsense, that didn't get my interest. But even Plants vs. Zombies, which kind of goes for a first-person shooter.
Plants vs. Zombies, let's talk about that for a second. That went from a cheesy little iOS game.
It was a strategy game.
Yeah,
where you plant plants to protect you from zombies.
And my question is, how did we get from point A to point B? I'm missing something.
Point A to point B? No. We're on point M at that point. Point A to point Z.
I missed the alphabet then, because I missed it, because I don't remember any of these other games.
Went from point A to point P to point Z for Plants vs. Zombies. You know I'm not wrong either.
I'm going to throw you out this window.
But you know I'm not wrong because...
throw you out this window one of these days.
But you know I'm not wrong because that's where we're like, what the... How do we go from strategy playing plants protecting you from plants actually shooting zombies?
Are you playing as the zombies or are you playing as the plants?
I think in this one you can play as either.
Yeah.
But I think I think they actually have some games where you can actually use zombies and attack them. I think it's like a reverse kind of thing. Either or. This just took it to like a different levels. Like,
no.
But let's see. We're getting some good remakes. Some of the stuff from old Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah. How about Pyra and Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
That's one of the big ones right now. New character for Smash Brothers.
Character. Singular.
Yeah. She kind of does what Zelda did in Melee.
Yes. Which a lot of people are like, why isn't she two separate Because that.
Honestly,
because they're the same person with two different personalities in the main game. So they're going to stay that way in this game.
I guess you can't... It just kind of makes me wonder, why couldn't they just do that with Zelda and Sheik then?
Because continuity, and they already did it like that in Brawl.
True.
Wait, was it Brawl or was it the Wii U version? Either way.
In Wii U, they took it out.
Okay, yeah, that was the Wii U then.
Yeah, in Brawl, it was still the Melee thing.
Yeah.
Down B, turn to Sheik, Zelda.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything looks cool there. I always find the acting in Xenoblade Chronicles kind of funny.
Well, okay, so the animation is made for Japanese vocals.
Yeah.
However, why they choose British actors afterwards is beyond me. I'm sure they just went with whoever they thought would do the best job for the vocals, and they're like, here? But yeah.
But I wanted to be in Smash.
Yeah, it was...
But I put a little more emphasis on the whole
game, Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and maybe X. I haven't played X in its entirety because I can't read the font on the screen. Yeah, it's they've always had British actors, and I don't know if that's a creative choice or they just went with the people who they thought would do the best. Either way, I'm excited. This is probably the first DLC, thank you, character that I'm excited for since Banjo and Kazooie.
That is true. I mean, we were excited for Sephiroth when he came in the picture. It's like, whoa! And a lot of people are going, another sword fighter, come on! Meanwhile, we're going, well, at least it's not Fire Emblem.
Yeah. And at least it's from a game I've actually played.
Yeah, that's true. And at least it's actually an interesting character as well that a lot of people would know about.
Or
can learn about.
No, what's killing me are the memes now of everyone saying, Sora, never getting into Smash.
Sora's not getting in today. Come on!
A lot of people are like, obscure games will get characters in before Sora, and I was like, man, Rune Factory. Farmer Kid joins the fight.
Farmer Kid plows his way in.
Plows through the competition. Puns, my friends, puns.
Let's see. I want to save the main one for last, the one that we're going to be talking about. I'm trying to remember what else was in the library for it.
Well, they did say that the Zelda game, for Breath of the Wild 2, we're calling it, is not ready to be shown yet.
Yeah. So we were showing something else. I'm saving that for last in case there's anything else in between.
Let's see. Lots of ports. Lots of ports.
Yeah, a lot of ports.
Let's see. Let's go to Splatoon 3.
That's one. That was actually kind of a shock right there.
Yeah, honestly, they should have just kept going with Splatoon 2. There was no real need to make a third. Especially for the same console.
Yeah, I mean, first Splatoon came out, what, 5 years ago? Longer than that?
Wii U.
Yeah, Wii U, basically.
About 10 years ago.
Then Splatoon 2 came out for the Switch.
Yeah.
It was one of the selling points with Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. And seeing Splatoon 3, I'm just like, whoa.
Tales of the Borderlands looked interesting. That's another one.
Oh, yeah, Telltale games.
Yeah, one of the Telltale games. Jasmine really likes those games. I don't really care for them.
I don't mind them. I play with my cousin and all that, but I've never been much of a first-person shooter.
The Legend of Mana, that looked interesting.
I think I can get my head, but it's not going.
It's a very large series. It never really interested me. They had the new Monster Hunter game they announced.
Oh yeah.
I can't get into Monster Hunter. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I remember you having the game for it, and I couldn't even get past the first level. I'm just like, what do I do exactly?
That's exactly the same issue I had.
But like, where do I go?
But to be fair, that's another one of those games where if you played it on the Wii U and you had a tiny TV like I did, you can't read nothing.
Yeah.
The Ninja Gaiden series.
Oh yeah, revamped.
Yeah. That one looked really interesting. Jasmine really looked interested in that. The Samurai Warriors. Yeah, Jasmine loves Dynasty Warriors, so I think she really wants to get the Samurai Warriors.
And actually, I'll borrow the Hyrule Warriors Edge of Calamity, which is also getting DLC.
I'm not big into the Warriors game, really. I mean,
this one, Age of Calamity, is a lot better. I find it a lot easier to handle, and I find it leveling up so much better now.
The Star Wars Hunters game, I feel like, is just another iOS Android game grab to put on Switch.
Well, let's hope there's no loot box in it.
It probably is. They'll have microtransactions. It's on iOS and Android. The Animal Crossing is getting Nintendo's items, finally.
Oh, yeah, Mario items.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. The Project Triangle strategy, that was the one with the scale, with the little flames on it. That one looked interesting. It's not my cup of tea, but the concept looked interesting, where it actually had multiple endings, depending on what you did in the game.
There's one game on there called Dante's Inferno, where you play as Hades' son.
Something like, something of that.
Yeah, Hades' son. Here's something hilarious I found out about that game. Hades actually talks to his son, or someone talks to the Hades' son about Lucifer. Like, the actual Christian guy. I'm like, oh my god. They actually acknowledge other religious figures? That's kind of funny. Talking about how Lucifer went against his God Father. Like, can you imagine that, going against your own father like that? Insane. He was banished for it, too. I'm like, what?
I know this story. I know this one. The Miitopia announcement was interesting. I played that on the 3DS years ago, and it was a fun little game. I don't see a point in making it a remake for the Switch. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on Pokemon Snap 2. That's all I'm going to say on that. Let's see. The Suit Up and Save Metropolis in DC's Superhero Girls. That was an interesting one.
However, I gotta say something about this. I don't like that series that much. I find it a little cartoon. I don't hate it. Like, I do not find it like how I find Teen Titans Go or Thundercats Roar. But it's just not my thing, honestly. Yeah. I like the other one beforehand, where it was like a school of the superheroes and all that.
Superhero Squad.
No, not that one. It was the one where even Sinestro Corps had their own school as well. It was just like a universe where like heroes were in school. And I found it kind of funny.
Mario Golf Super Rush.
Okay, that was one that I was thinking about. I found that to be very interesting, especially where you see all the characters running out of their balls.
Yeah.
And then using special techniques to go get it. Luigi using Ice Flower.
I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the first Mario Golf game that I've seemed interested in since the one Toadstool Tour came out for GameCube. That one was a lot of fun. David, my brother, and I played it a lot growing up. I remember me always playing Yoshi, and every time I get the little rainbow shot, I go, over the rainbow. I don't know why I did. That's what I did.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Hole one.
Hole in one. And then finally we got the Fall Guys.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's a popular game. It's weird.
Yeah, not my cup of tea. Not your cup of tea.
No.
But now, the one I saved for last. The one I think was probably one of the bigger ones in the Direct.
Belly roll, please.
Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword HD. A lot of people, online people saying, why couldn't they just come out with Twilight Princess? They did already. Why not
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker.
They already
did that already. I mean, it'd be cool if they did it again for the Switch, but they already did that stuff. I don't understand like all that hate for Skyward. Okay, I understand the whole,
the controls.
The controls for it, understandable. Because they were kind of a pain in the ass. I got used to it because I learned how to cope with it.
Yep.
But now, they've actually fixed that problem.
Yeah.
You can actually use button controls for attacks.
Yeah.
And, let's see. You have a Pro Controller over here?
Not over here. It's over there somewhere.
Okay. Just use your Switch real quick. Okay. So, main controls to walk around with.
Excuse the dust.
Main controls to walk around with. But the way to attack would be this right here. Right, back, down, up. I don't know how to do the spin attack on there yet. But yeah. So now it's just a flick of the thing.
Now, there is one thing that made me realize that.
What's that?
That makes this thing almost 10 years old.
My God.
This is the Wii controller that you could buy as with a bundle.
Yeah, the Wii Controller Plus.
Yeah, it had the built-in. This one's a little discolored because of battery corrosion in the back, but I've fixed it somewhat. I mean, some of it, the bottom's still kind of orangish, but it's still got its gold everywhere else.
Yeah, and the little...
I keep batteries out of my technology now if I don't use them for a long period of time. I recommend that, especially if you want to keep something as a collectible.
Oh, yeah, well, my Legend of Zelda Pro Controller for the Switch, I decided to go ahead and use that again. I looked in the back, there was battery corrosion back. I'm like, what the heck? So I opened it up, and when the battery corroded, I'm like, what the hell?
You haven't fixed it yet?
I fixed it. I threw out the batteries, and I got a brush, and...
Yeah. Battery corrosion, you would think they'd have a fix for that by now.
Well, there's certain ones you can get that don't have that problem.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, this one was, this is how I played that game back in the day, with the nunchuck and this hand. Ow. You jabbed a little too hard.
Oh, so sad.
Put the sword away.
So sad.
But yeah, Matt, do you know what's really weird? This is the first time I've held a Wii remote in probably about 10 years too.
Yeah, kind of messed up, ain't it?
Yeah. It's a decent controller, a lot better than the gamepad for the Wii U.
True.
That thing's battery was worse than these. And these things ain't batteries.
Unless you had rechargeable ones.
Even then, they were still pretty bad. They would only last, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah. That's why I just had the rechargeable stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I just can't believe it, yeah. Wii Motion Plus inside. Remember the old commercials? We would like to play.
We would like to play. Showing Smash Bros. I'm like, I didn't hate the commercials, but I did find it kind of sad they didn't actually have like some more gimmicky stuff with like the Smash Bros. Commercials.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like the guys actually fighting each other?
Or the kids were controlling the people. That would have been great. Is that everything? Yeah.
That is everything.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for today. I got a new DM screen. It's made of wood. If you, I shared that on Instagram a while back. I don't know. I'm just trying to kill time now.
Yeah. Well, I got to go back home to eat because dinner was like finished like 15 minutes before. I was waiting for everybody to get the table. They took forever. So I just told them I'm going here.
Mistake number 1, waiting for everybody.
Mistake number 2, leaving the steak.
It was steak?
T-bones.
Well, I leave in the comments if I should have kept him longer. All right, guys. I'll talk to you. We'll see y'all later. I'm Otaku Kent.
I'm View It Dan. Hope you all had a blast.
We love you guys. Don't forget to love each other. Don't forget to stay a little random each and every day. Peace out.